Welcome everyone to our new 2024-2025 season of the Bowling Promotion Tour. We start off with women's double series competition presented by the Bowling Promotion Association. Today's semifinal match features Becca Manning of England teamed with Charlie Burton-Williams from Wales versus the team of Emily Rogers and Avan Rhodes, both from England and both just 17 years old. We are back with another series of 24 exciting matches for you, including doubles, team, women's, and masters singles competition featuring bowlers from 8 different countries. All our competitors have bowled 18 games of qualifying at various locations around France, and we are here at Bowling La Sphère in Fontaine, Comte, about 200 miles southwest of Paris, for our televised finals. The Bowling Promotion Association, sponsor of this double series, is approved by the International, European, and French Bowling Federations and the St. Lo Bowling Team Club. The winners of this semi-final match will bowl PWBA members Peppi Konsteri and Eliisa Hiltunen of Finland. And our teams were selected based on their finishing order in the qualifying, and you are seeing here the top 6 women qualifiers. And this semifinal match will once again move on to bowl PWBA members Peppi and Eliisa. We'd like to thank Storm for sponsoring our women's series and Cubica AMF for their continued sponsorship of the Masters series. We'd also like to thank our institutional partner, National Sport Agency, as well as the regions of Normandy, Brittany, and New Aquitaine, and the departments of Calvados, La Manche, d'Ille-de-Vilaine, Pays de la Loire, and La Vienne, and the cities of Rennes, Chateaubriand, and, of course, Fontaine-le-Comte, where we are now. Of course, as usual, many thanks to organizer and executive producer Bruno Bidone, and here you see Becca warming up for the match. Thank you so much, Bruno Bidone. As usual, he and Marc Chavet are providing the French commentary for these matches. My name is Bruce Hall, and it's my privilege to provide the international commentary. This is Baker competition, which means that bowlers will take turns bowling alternate frames. The leadoff bowler will bowl frames 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9, and the alternate bowler will bowl frames 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. We are once again on the Brunswick Gateway Arch oil pattern. It is 42 feet, 9.3 to 1, and 26 mils, and should provide a fairly high degree of accessibility to the pocket, so we could see some pretty good scores here as we move through this competition. And it looks like Becca is getting ready to lead things off on the left lane. They will bowl their entire game on this left lane. And Avan and Emily will stay on the right lane. So here is Becca. Looks like an infinite physics in her hand. And gets that figure 8 arm swing around through the shot. Good shot, and gets a late kick on the 10 there for a perfect start by the team of Manning and Burton-Williams. So good shot there by Becca, or Rebecca as she's known, and gets that arm swing behind her back a little bit, but she's very clean next to her ankle and on plane to her target. So you can have a little bit of variance in that arm swing as long as in the downswing you're on plane and towards your target. And here's our first look at young Avan Rhodes. She's got a hammer effect in her hand. Let's see how she plays this Gateway Arch pattern, and again, that's out over about the 12 board, out to the dry, comes back, dead flush. We are perfect for 2 frames here in our new 2024-2025 season. And you can see that arm swing through the shot, gets her arm across her body a little bit, trying to give it that extra little hit, and pays off with a dead flush strike. Beautiful shot there. Here's our first look at Charlie Burton-Williams, 19 years old, from Wales. Looks like a fairly aggressive ball, turns up and smashes the pocket, and there's a double for her team. So good shot there by Charlie. You can see the little bit of the television jitters as you kick things off, so nice to get that first shot out of the way, and a good shot, and give me the strike for the double for my team. Good shot there. Now here's lefty Emily Rogers. Let's see what she can do. She comes up a little bit light in the pocket, leaves the 3, 5, 6, the first non-strike we've seen in this match. And let's see how Emily tackles this spare. Looks like she got it a little bit out, didn't quite, bounced it a little bit at the bottom, didn't quite get all of it. Doesn't make it up to the pocket. but leaves the 3-5-6 cross lane spare. She's going to stay with her strike ball there, and let's see how she does. Once again, Emily, just 17 years old, from England, and goes cross lane, and no problem on the cover there. So they are down 10 pins, but not in a bad position so far. And let's see how Becca can follow up her first shot. And there's the shot on the spare, a little bit of a bounce there too, which I know certainly enough about bounces. So here we go. Becca Manning trying to extend their string to the front three here. And you can see that ball splits the 10 board, turns up a little bit high. Oh, and gets the strike. A little high in the pocket. 7-10 went out late. But that's good enough for a triple to get things started. And right over the 10 board, splits that 10 board. A little bit to the right of her last shot, so it picked up on the dry. So it turned up to go a little bit high in the pocket, but she gets the strike. Thank you very much. Good shot there by Becca to give her team a 20-pin lead now. Let's see if Avan can answer. Comes in. That's a little deeper than she was before. Look, maybe left a target and comes high for a nasty 3, 4, 6, 7, 10 split. And that is not what she was looking for. She gets this ball left of her first shot, and not enough hold there to get the ball to push to the pocket. And unfortunately through the beak there for the nasty. It's a variant on the Greek church, actually. And had the 9-pin spanning, we'd all be shouting 4. But instead it's 5. And we got to get to the right of the 3-pin here and try to get that across, but instead comes up and chops. Has a disastrous frame there for her team, and you can see she gets this turn, needs to get it further to the right. It turns at the back and comes up and dutifully chops the 3-pin off, leaving the big 4. So tough frame there, and let's see if Charlie can come back. That's right at the pocket, and another strike for the Becca Charlie team, and they are now already in a commanding position in this match due to just one bad frame. They're plus 30 and the other team minus 19, so let's call it a 49-pin lead already. We're only in the 4th frame, just takes 1 frame. Now, oh, through the beak there, bad luck for Emily. She comes high and leaves the 6, 7, 10, and she probably made up for that light shot that she threw last time, wanted to make sure she got up to the pocket, and she helped it a little bit to the pocket and leaves the 6, 7, 10. And that is going to be a very, very difficult conversion now for Emily. She'll go cross lane in hopes that she can ease this 6-pin over. Can't do it. Goes out with 1. So they are now further in a hole. And unfortunately, let's see, she goes cross lane. Executes the shot well, but it's a little bit right. Very, very difficult split to convert, especially for a lefty. So another open frame for the team of Rogers and Rhodes. And now can Becca go front 5 here? And she gets up and makes the shot. Again, that's a little bit left, maybe 12 board. She goes high through the beak. And that's going to come up for a 3, 6, 10. But at this point, even though we're only 4 frames into the match, we've had 2 disastrous frames by the Rhodes-Rogers team. And so just marks will do it now for the Rogers and, Rebecca Manning and Burton-Williams team. Let's see how she does on the 3, 6, 10. And goes cross lane, down the lane, and converts. Good cover there. Good conversion there, and they are now pacing to the 220s, to 227 right now. They're pacing to. They have 127 in the 5th with a strike, so if she gets that down the lane, you could see she uses the oil, stays with her strike ball. There's different philosophies on how to shoot that spare. It's a difficult spare, but she stayed with her strike ball, went down the oil, and converted it beautifully. Now let's see if Avan can get us back on track here. That hammer effect. See where we're at here, and she goes even deeper into the 4th arrow, and again through the beak. So she's played 2nd, 3rd, and 4th arrow here. She keeps moving left, and unfortunately there's not enough hold there to keep that ball on line. And so she's left, and once again through the beak. Not a split though. Let's see if she can convert the 3-6-10 here. Once again, Bruce Hall with you, international commentator for the 2024-2025 season of the Bowling Promotion Tour. And right out to 6-10, and once again chops that 3-pin off like she did with that split earlier, giving her only 8. So it is now a 70-something pin lead already, and at just 5 frames, just 3 disastrous frames now for this young team. They're getting their experience. They'll be back no matter what happens here. This is the type of experience that you put in your toolbox and you use later in your life, and you'll come back even stronger, so don't worry about that. So there's a 2-pin leave for Charlie. A little bit light in the pocket. And just a little bit, maybe pushed it through a little bit, but now she'll go cross lane for this. She is going to use her spare ball on the cross lane spare. And go straight at the 2-pin, no trouble there. So okay, let's see if Emily can find the pocket here. Is this a ball change she's thinking about here? She's been light and she's been high. Let's see what she does. There's the, it's like Charlie's first shot on that. This looks like a switch to a purple hammer. Let's see if this gives Emily a little better accessibility to the pocket. A beautiful arm swing. Turns it up, lay off, and once again high in the pocket, and no reward whatsoever. Leaves the 6, 7, 10 again, and so another very difficult split for this team. Boy, I say, if it weren't for bad luck, they'd have no luck at all in this match. So they're having a very difficult time of it. But once again, just put it in your experience box and use it later on in life, and you'll come back stronger. So now she needs to, I guess, like she's waiting for a ball return here. She's got to go once again cross lane and try to slide that 6 over into the 7. And that's not going to be easy. I think her ball hasn't come back here, so we're waiting on that. Once again, Marc Chavet will interview these competitors after the match, so stay tuned for that. And please tune back to the same channel for our next match. Once again, 24 matches in store here. Doubles, team, women's, and masters singles competition. And we will go from there. Oh, there's the ball return that's come back. So in the women's qualifying, it was Eliisa, Hiltunen, and Peppi Konsteri, number 1 and number 2. And despite the bad fortune of Avan and Emily, they were qualifiers 3 and 4 in the women's series. Actually, they scored higher in the qualifying than did Becca Manning and Charlie Ann Burton-Williams. So they were higher in the qualifying scores. And so the 3rd through 6th competitors were paired off. That's what we have here. And that's our semifinal match. And then the winners again will bowl Eliisa and Peppi for the women's doubles championship. And right now, I'd have to say that's probably going to be Becca and her partner. So Becca, another nice shot, dead flush in the pocket there. Beautiful shot by Becca. And how about an 80-pin lead for the team of Becca Manning and Charlie Burton-Williams. 80-pin lead. And unfortunately, I don't think they're going to come back from this, Avan and Emily. But nonetheless, valuable experience they could use for future matches. And again, we will see them later on in the women's series as we move through these televised finals. And there's a shot out to the dry and comes in late. Oh, how about a 2-8-10? Another tough break for this team. Oh, just having nothing but trouble here. Now she gets this one out to the dry a little better. Let's see where this one crosses. This is going to be about between the 3rd and 4th arrow. Gets it to the dry, just doesn't quite make the corner. And it is just a 2-10. But once again, a difficult split. And let's see what what she can do with this, staying with the hammer effect. She'll go to the left of the 2-pin, hopefully, and slide it into the 10. And there's a chance. Okay, there's 9 out. And unfortunately couldn't get that done. So the match is pretty much officially over. So now it's just a matter of what the final scores will be. And trying for that ball to hook a little more. She got it right in the middle of the oil, so wasn't going to make the corner there. So we'll see how we do. All right, here's Charlie. Can she add on to the strike that Becca just shot and double up? And she, oh, it looks like she hung up in it, but it goes cross lane, and she gets the Brooklyn strike. So let's take it. And we could watch her, see it kind of hangs up in her thumb, and she kind of crosses it across and misses her mark left and goes through to the Brooklyn side, and a strike is a strike is a strike. The rules are you have to take it. And here's Emily. Let's see if she can find the pocket here. There it is. There's a shot into the pocket. That's a weak 7. So a good shot there. And again, the match goes by so quickly. If you're in this competitive situation, you just can't believe how fast the match is. The match is gone in 1 minute. And you're trying to make your adjustments, and especially if you have some early trouble, it can make for some real challenges. But like once again, this team will come back stronger. We'll see them in the women's competition, and they are both obviously full-time students at age 17. And then cross lane for the 7-pin, no problem there. That's their first mark in 6 frames. So there's a nice spare there by Emily cross lane. So good shot there. All right, the only question now is what can the team of Becca Manning and Charlie Burton-Williams end up with? They can go out for 266. So let's see what they can do here in the all-important 9th frame. Becca taking her time. Gets that out to the dry, turn it up, a little high. Yes, beautiful shot there by Becca Manning. Great touch. Looks like she even slowed that down a little bit. Got it out to the dry. It turned up perfectly into the pocket. Nice line position there, and that's 10 back right there. Beautiful shot. Yeah, I'll tell you, this team is going to be tough to beat if they're going to bowl like this in the final. And let's see, we are in the 9th frame. Last shot for Avan. Let's see what she can do here. And gets through the shot, turns it up. And once again, another 4-6 split. Boy, if it weren't for bad luck, once again, no luck at all for this team. And I'm sure they're going to be feeling a little dejected after this match. They shouldn't. They got themselves here to television, and they will be back for the women's stepladder. So, again, making good shots. I think just need to make the adjustment a little bit sooner. And the other thought might be is there's just one out there on the spare, so 7 and 1 there. The other thought might be something not as shiny. Maybe if you see a shiny ball like that effect out of the box, it tends to overreact a little bit, overreacts on the dry, underreacts on the oil. So something a little bit duller, like you see both Becca and Charlie throwing duller surfaces, right, which tend to blend out the pattern a little bit more. So just a thought there for that. And now through the beak, so it won't be 260. That's going to be a baby split now for Charlie. And once again, stay tuned for the Marc Chavet interview with these competitors. And I will see you back here for our next match on the same channel. So there is a shot at the baby split. Converts the baby split. Why not? Good shot there. So 244 available with a strike here by Charlie. Look at this, straight down the pike, and converts the baby split. Very, very good form there. It looks like this is a ball change. It's a ball change for Charlie. Let's see what she does with this here. Gets it down the lane, turns it up, dead flush, 244. Brilliant game there for the team of Becca Manning and Charlie Burton-Williams. They will move on to face Eliisa Hiltunen and Peppi Konsteri, both from Finland. And that will be our final of the women's doubles series. And let's see what Avan and Emily can end up here. It is Emily, once again, with that switching to that purple hammer. Got her into the pocket last time. Let's see what she can do here. And a little bit right, crosses over, gets the squasher for 9. And only 120 available now for this team again. Tough times on TV. Everybody's had these issues. Don't let it affect your future bowling career. Use it as the experience and move on. You will come back stronger in your next matches. And she's 1 for 1 on 7 pins. Let's see how she does here. Once again, good form there. Picks up the 7 pin and good cover. See what she can do on her last shot here. Yeah, just like the last 7 pin she converted. Good shot. And there she is. Once again, thanks to Storm for sponsoring our women's series, Cubica AMF for their sponsorship of the Masters series. And how about some encouragement for Emily's last shot here. Pretty good shot. Turn it up, turn it up. A little bit light for 6. That's going to be a 116 game. Tough game for the team of Rhodes and Rogers. But again, they will be back stronger next time. We will see them in the women's step ladder. Looking forward to that. And that goes out left a little bit. And the crowd giving them some encouragement there. So once again, thanks very much for watching, folks. Stay tuned for the interview with Marc Chavet. We will see you back here for our next match. And you can see a 244 to 116 victory for the Manning and Burton-Williams team. A dominant performance. I think we're going to see some stats here in a minute. And again, we'll have Marc Chavet's interview coming up here in just a minute, so stay with us for that. And here are your stats for the match. It certainly was a lopsided match, 8 strikes to 1. Each had 3 spares, but look at the opens, 7 opens for the Rhodes and Rogers team. Once again, they'll be back stronger. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you in our next match.
So coming out of the intense match with Avan here, just to get a quick response. Avan, we felt that at one point there were those splits and it was just impossible to climb out of it.
Yeah, once the split started going, tried making adjustments and just nothing would really work for it. I couldn't think of anything more to do than what I did.
And overall, how did you live this experience for the Bowling Promotion Tour 2024?
Oh, it was amazing, absolutely amazing. I don't really know how to explain it apart from it's just amazing. You get to go all over these cities in France and it really promotes bowling, definitely.
Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing more of you in the very near future. Thank you. She comes to us all the way from the north of England, the city of Barnsley. That's in Yorkshire, God's own county indeed. Becca Manning just getting the win here, getting the W, moving into the final. This was a tremendous match. 244, the final score. Congratulations. How did things work out for you? Obviously extremely well, right?
Yeah. First time I've bowled with Charlie. Having fun on the lanes is what we do best. Good shots. And yeah, we're looking forward to the finals. We bowled really well out there. Good team.
You did bowl really well, a fantastic team. But talking about fantastic teams, the Flying Finns are waiting for you impatiently as well for the final. That's going to be a next level, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to have a tough match upon us, but we're going to do our best and just keep striking.